In the YouTube algorithm, the people are represented by three separate yet equally important groups: the one that creates, the one that views, and the one that just can't help but react. Under Title 17, I am a member of an elite squad, also known as the Special Viewers Unit. These are the archives.
Hey guys, hey guys, hey guys, hey, 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 hey. I haven't done that in a while, have I? Okay, I need some water, because you know how I do. Every time I start a video, I'm flustered, I'm flushed. How are you guys? I missed you guys. I feel like I haven't seen you in forever, and I really haven't, because you know my deal with my Grams. My Grams is finally home. Just a quick dinner. Tomorrow I'm gonna do a Valentine's Day special video, so get ready for that. So guys, oh yeah, okay, so what I made was, I feel like I have so much to talk about. I'm gonna be a motor mouth. It's just been forever, and I have so much to talk about, but I'm gonna do a lot of talking as well, catching up on my other channel, Chantal Vlogs. I have to do a weigh-in Thursday, and a video there, so if you're interested in that stuff, head on over. Otherwise, I guess don't. So, oh, this smells so fantastic. This is a quesadilla. And I didn't fry it in any oil. Oh, it's already getting soggy. Oh, it's spilled. The content's spilled. So this is just a quesadilla. What I have in the center is basically just guacamole, and a green onion. You can put anything you want in a quesadilla. There's no cheese. I know you probably think it's not really a quesadilla without cheese. Well, this is a vegan version, okay? So whole wheat tortilla. This is salsa from Farm Boy. You know I love their salsa. They make it fresh. Lots of cilantro flavor. I'm really hungry. I've been on the go all day. Finally got my grandma home and situated. So let's give you a beauty bite here. Beauty bite. Mmm. Makes me happy. So, you guys are friggin' amazing. Awesome, awesome, awesome. You guys are amazing. You guys are awesome. You guys are amazing. You guys are awesome. For giving me all the well wishes you did for my Grams, and just thank you so much. There's so many caring people in the world, and it really means a lot. So basically she went into the hospital. We brought her to the emergency on Friday. She was just so lethargic, dehydrated, I could tell. My mom came up and to help us. We took her to the emergency. I know my nails are, I need to do them. So basically they kept her up until now. She was discharged at like 3. Tuesday at 3, and just today. And so basically she had influenza A. They gave her a test. She had influenza type A. And her heart rate was like it was like at a steady, just even at rest, it was like 134. So they had to put her on medication to reduce her heart rate. They didn't want her to leave until her heart rate was in the 80s. And her sodium levels were so low, so they had to bring that up with fluids. She was miserable, but she's back home, and we cleaned her whole entire house, scrubbed it top to bottom, did all her laundry, you know. The trick is to put a lot of guacamole or avocado, because it makes it feel like there's sour cream and cheese, funnily enough. So my mom stayed over for the whole time. She went back home just now. She's starting to get sick now. Knock on wood, it's a miracle. I've been around influenza forever now, for the past like 2 weeks, and knock on wood, I haven't been sick. So I think, you know, I've been taking like 6 echinacea pills a day, doing my regimen. Maybe that's helped, and you know, all of the you know, extra vitamins and stuff from fruits and vegetables. You wouldn't believe how many people think that taking cough syrup like Robitussin and NyQuil helps more than, you know, honey, ginger, lemon, or like oranges and grapefruit, like natural things. Echinacea. I'm like, over-the-counter medicine, not good for you. I mean, have some Tylenol or whatever if you're achy, but anyway. Napkins. Desperately need. This is so good, guys. For added protein, you could add a bit of hummus or flax seeds or hemp seeds, nutritional yeast. You could add all kinds of things, you know. So anyway, sorry, I touched my hair. I know that's gross. It was really awesome spending time with my mom. We would be up early every day, going to the hospital, cleaning, stocked her fridge with groceries and stuff. And on the Saturday morning before we went to the hospital, I know I can tell that I desperately need anxiety medication or something because, oh, hi, Sam. Yeah, she's beezing. Yes, he's beezing. Sorry. Basically, we went out for breakfast and, Actually, it was more like a brunch. Went out for brunch at a place that's kind of like Denny's, you know, and for some reason the rest of the world loves to go out on Sunday. You know, it's normal, like normal people, at noon for brunch with the family. So it was packed. And I get anxiety. Like, I'm the type of person who likes to go out on a Monday at 8 p.m. Like, when there's no one around, you know? But that's not what gave me anxiety. I guess it is, because I don't really like, you know, those busy Denny-type diners. They always play the worst music. Not only do they play Dreamweaver, you know how I feel about that song? It's like it follows me. I should write to the singer and ask if he's stalking me. They played... There's another song that I hate just as much as Dreamweaver. Anyways, Dreamweaver. Try and guess what it is. I'll give you a minute while I eat. It's that song. I'm walking on sunshine. Wow. It's just too upbeat for me. I don't know. It's too fakely upbeat. I don't know. And it has woes in it. And you know how I feel about songs that have woes and woos and wahs? No. So that song was playing. And we're like packed like sardines in this restaurant. Someone farted nearby. And it was just like... No. But to make matters worse... on the table right across from us, there was this group of like 6 people, and right directly in front of me, there was this man. He looked maybe in his late 30s, maybe 40, and a woman who looked older than him. Now this guy was making like, he was staring at me, and he was like making eye contact with me, like, you know, and when I look at him, he'd stare at me, but then like look away, you know, like I don't know, I kind of felt like he was like checking me out or something, okay? And I know people say, you know, who's going to check out a fat person? Well, it happens a lot, okay? Believe it or not. See, that's an ignorant thing for me to say. Why am I saying that? A lot of my viewers are BBW. So, heck yes, it can happen. Hi, Brenda. So anyways, oh man, this is like really delicious. I thought it would taste plain and boring. This guy, I'm trying to describe, when I describe people, I'm not making fun of them, you know. That's not the case. I'm just describing. He looked like Artie Lang with a mullet, you know, and I was just, I don't know why I kept staring back. I guess I was just staring to see if he was staring at me. And then by me doing that, he probably thinks that I'm staring because I'm interested, but I'm really just staring to see if he's staring at me. Anyway, and the dilemma goes on. But what's creepy is that his mother or lover, I don't know, could have been both. Maybe he has like Oedipus complex. I don't know. I spit everywhere when I said Oedipus. Want another bite, beauties? Yes. Sam, give me that toy. You're probably thinking, do you have mental issues? Don't we all? I think that most people probably do. There's some that are diagnosed and there's some that aren't. I'm the undiagnosed. So, I just thought, you know, well, anyway, I'm just going to eat my breakfast. So, by the way, in case you're wondering, every time we go there, I get the seasonal fruit and the hash browns. Their hash browns are really good. I put ketchup, salt, and pepper. Good to go. Do they fry them on the same griddle as the eggs and stuff? I don't know. I don't want to know. Well, I kind of do, but I didn't think of that, actually. Sam. This mother or lover, we'll just call her mother lover. She, have you ever seen the music video? And those of you who are like around my age, I'm going to be 33 next month. Oh, comment some suggestions of what things I should do for my birthday. And nothing too extravagant, just, you know, I like low-key. Want to go to a museum or something? Oh, I got these things. I've never had these artichokes. Marinated artichokes. I'm going to pick it up with my fingers. I don't know if I like it or not. Let me get a fork. It's not bad. It's not bad, honestly. I would eat them. you guys know how to cook real artichokes? Let me know. Anyways, this mother lover, she was, she looked like, okay, anyone my age will know, if you've ever seen the Black Hole Sun video from Soundgarden, you know, the Black Hole Sun. Well, that music video, actually, I'm not joking, I'm being honest, okay? That music video terrified me. Like, it terrified me. It was creepy. It gave me nightmares. And I love that song, but the video is so creepy. And this woman was making faces like she was from that music video. Like, she would do this. She would switch between two faces. She had, like, short, curly red hair. Kind of like Richard Simmons' hair. She was on the bigger side, so she had a plumper face. Red lipstick, but it was, like, outside of the lines. And her eyeliner was kind of leaking. So she would switch between, like, this person in front of her was talking to her, and she'd go, just like the Black Hole Sun, like that big distorted smile. But then when she was listening, she would go like this O face that was just like, and it looked like, it reminded me, it gave me a flashback of Black Hole Sun. And then that night, I was having a dream. I was having a dream that I was on a hike. Yeah, I know. And only in my dreams, right? I was going, and I'm going hiking this summer. You betcha. I'm taking you with me. So we're going on a hike, BB and I, and he was complaining that spiders were biting him and that he was hungry, and I told him to eat a peanut butter sandwich. It was a very vivid dream. Some of the details are kind of like fading. You know how like a dream fades during the day or over the subsequent days? We get to this, like the top of the mountain, and we were there to try and save our relationship, to try and spice things up. So we thought we would, you know, do it under, like, when the sun's coming up, under sunrise, you know? So we're on this cliff, and this is really bad. I'm sorry, BB, I can't control my dreams. But as we're kissing, he turned into my grandma's emergency doctor, who, by the way, please stop beezing. I'm trying to eat my quesadilla. My quesadilla. Is that from Napoleon Dynamite? Oh my god, that's the best movie. Okay, anyway, the ER doctor. Yeah, I thought to myself, this guy's really hot, but I didn't think I'd dream about him. So the sun is going up, and I remember opening my eyes, and the sun that's rising above the mountain is that mother lover's giant face with the distorted smile. And and it looked extra scary because it was a nightmare, right? The only thing that could have made that worse was if they played I'm Walking on Sunshine. Yes, this is a big thing of salsa, but it's very low calorie. So I could eat it all I want. Ooh, very filling though. So delish. So anyways, I'm loving trying all these different recipes, you know, even if they don't seem like diet food to you guys. To me, they're abstinent foods because they don't involve things that trigger me to overeat. Cheese, for example. For example, if I were to order pizza, if I eat pizza, you notice I haven't really been eating pizza because the sole reason, you think it's the bread. It's not. I don't even buy loaves of bread really, like hardly ever. It's the cheese. The sole reason I would order pizza is for the cheese. Extra cheese. So when I eat vegan pizza, I don't really like vegan cheese that much. It's not exciting for me. It's just to eat, you know? Same thing with this. It doesn't excite me to eat this. It's pleasurable and nourishing. And that's how I'm trying to train my brain to look at food. Same thing with the fried cauliflower. That was fried chicken, you know? It's not the same thing. I don't get super excited to eat that. It doesn't trigger me. So eating new foods that I didn't eat when I had bad habits during my food addiction feels differently than eating what I would normally, you know, like if I were to try to eat 2 slices of normal pizza with cheese in moderation, it wouldn't work. It's a trigger food. I can't control myself. I admit that. Yes, it's bad. But with a vegan pizza, yeah, I could eat 2 pieces and be like, okay, you know, so it's very different. Now there are things like chips and junk food that are vegan that are not good for you. If I'm being bad, I'll find ways, don't worry. But, you know, so just it's, you know, stuff like this is just enjoyable. And it's enjoyable to find new recipes and new interesting ways to enjoy food. Still stay within your caloric goal or whatever. I'm having trouble figuring out, I guess I should talk about this on my weight loss channel. But, you know, if you exercise, do you just, like, say you have a goal of like 1,500 to 1,600 calories a day. If you exercise and burn 500, do you have to still eat 500 more calories, or do you just let that go? You know, like, I don't know. Anyway, it's a big learning process. You're learning how to live a differently, completely differently. It's really hard. But I think doing this channel, being forced to cook and try new things, interesting things, was going to force me to find interesting things to cook for you guys. That's going to be a long video. So I'll see you guys tomorrow for a Valentine's Day special. Missed you. Hey guys, hey guys, hey guys, hey. Hey, 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 hey. Hi. How are you guys doing? Probably sick of these nails. I'm going to have to get them done again in a few weeks. I don't know. I get sick of having them on and then I take them off. You know the routine. I have for you a sandwich. Just a good old triple-decker sandwich. All plant-based. The cheese you see here is from my favorite cheese brand is Earth Island. And this is, the mayo is Earth Island. Is it Earth Island? Yeah, I think it's Earth Island. Vegenaise. Who makes Vegenaise? Vagenaise. Real mature, I know. So this sandwich I got it at the bakery, fresh baked, multi-grain bread, so no preservatives. Tomato with some sea salt and pepper, the cheese slice, the lettuce. I have some cucumbers somewhere in here. So this is going to be really yummy. Yeah. And to go with it, I picked up a couple of these from Farm Boy. I love these guys. I know you can make your own kale chips, but, which I want to do a video on actually, because they're really delicious. And they're not fried like potato chips, you know? So these are kale chips. This is the Say Cheese brand. And these ones are like the dill pickle, I guess. These are the cool cucumber kind. So this is 200 calories for the whole bag. So do you want to try some of these, babe? Oh, I can smell the dill. I put dill in just about everything. Like, I forgot to pick some up, but I love putting it in like every stir fry I make. It doesn't matter. I love dill. So I'm going to try some of these and some of those. And I think what gives it the calories is the olive oil and the seeds, you know. But kale is really good for you. I don't know if I'm going to eat this whole sandwich, guys. Like, I really, really don't. You guys ready for a TMI? It's really TMI. Well, oh, they're small. It's better to make your own, I guess. All right, this is going to be messy. Cheese one. Ready, bite?
Okay, let's see if I can shove this.
Alright, so this story time, I'll tell you when gross parts come up, just to warn you, because we are eating. So let me take you back to grade 7, when I had the teacher with fleas. Who hates school trips? Me. Who was forced to go on school trips anyways? Me. Oh man, I hated school trips. They were always the same thing. Have to get your waiver signed, go on this crappy trip. You have to take like a long bus ride on the school bus, like on one of the yellow school buses. Bumpy ride. Does it ever alarm anybody that those buses don't have seatbelts, or is it just me? Or do they now? When I was growing up, they didn't. And it's like, you have like, how many kids on that bus? And no seatbelts? I don't know, is there a reason for that? Maybe I'm just ignorant. Anyway, so, this was in grade 7, and we were going on a school trip. It was like a 2-hour drive, somewhere I think in Montreal in the mountains. I think it was Mont Tremblant, which is like, there's a lot of, you know, in ski season, that's the place to go. It's like somewhere in Quebec. It was about a 2-hour or so drive from what I remember on the bus. And I remember telling you in other videos, I get very bad motion sickness in buses. So there was, the whole way there, I would stand up and yell, stop the bus, because I didn't feel well, you know, thought I was going to be sick. So by the time we got there, to the ski place, the ski resort, I had no friends. They all hated me. No one likes a barfy friend, I guess. So make it there. I don't know who dressed me. I think I dressed myself. I used to wear these ridiculous outfits. Probably deserved the bullying that day. I was wearing bright red corduroys. Remember corduroys? A bright red Gap sweater. Like, remember those hoodie Gap sweaters? So I was dressed like all in red, you know? So we get there and we go to the cabin to get all our stuff. Like, we were renting gear, you know? Like, if you didn't have any ski gear, you had to rent it. And that was part of the cost of the trip. I think my mom wanted me to go to these things because, I don't know, maybe it was mandatory. I don't remember. I don't remember what the policy was back then. But my mom wanted me to be involved in social activities, you know. I think the school bus ride is the worst part for me because of the feeling sick, but also at the back of the bus, there's always those popular guys from class. The popular ones with like, the whole way there, they're being loud and obnoxious and burping the alphabet. So I get to the cabin, and there's like a place, there's like a canteen. And me, the food addict that I am, even at that age, guys, you know, I try to find reasons for my love of food, extreme love of food. And I can remember, like I said, I remember my first bag of chips and how it made me feel. But I remember being babysat by my grandmother on my dad's side, who's passed away, God rest her soul. I used to love getting babysat by her because she was calm and gentle, and she never yelled or anything at me. So one day, she used to make homemade meatballs. Oh my God, they were good. Sweet and sour meatballs. She used to make me chicken nuggets with the Diana barbecue sauce and a Magic Moments vanilla pudding. Do you guys remember Magic Moments puddings? I don't know if you ever had those. I don't know if they have them anymore. I don't think so. So, anyway, so she basically, you know, would make me that. And I just loved it so much that I kept asking her, I guess, one time for another pudding. She gave me another pudding. And I kept asking for more pudding. And I was like young. I was probably like 5 or 6. And I remember the first time she ever raised her voice at me, she yelled at me. She's like, "No, c'est assez, Chantal." Like, that's enough, Chantal, you know? And then I remember her telling my mom she was very pesty for another pudding. And, you know, right then and there, I guess they could tell something wasn't right. Anyway, poor fat kid. So, this poor fat kid in the cabin, you know, everyone's talking about how they're going to get hot chocolate after, buying a drink maybe, but nobody other than me, you know, decides to buy mozzarella sticks. I spent all my money on them, so I wouldn't be able to afford a hot chocolate after. I already wasn't, you know, my tummy was a bit unsettled, topsy-turvy from the ride. So what I do is scarf down some mozza sticks. Well, you know how cheese and grease reacts with my stomach. That's fine, keep that in mind. I think you know where this is going. So we get out to the hills, and I didn't have a big jacket on or anything. I just had my hoodie and like a shirt underneath. I was never one for wearing, even now I don't go out in a winter coat. I'm just not, I was always hot, and I didn't really like wearing bulky, you know? So for those who they thought were going to suck at skiing, me, or those who needed a quick lesson, were to take a lesson on this bunny hill. Got my skis on, got the poles. Some things are a little fuzzy because it was so long ago, but there was like a group of kids nearby. A kid's younger than me, I think. I think it was like a group of younger kids, and then there's like this one awkward teenager. You ever see that? There's like, I've seen it a few times, like this group of little kids, and then this one awkward teenager that's like really tall. We'll just hang out with them for some reason. Hang out like with the kid. Sham, who's beezing? You? We might think there's something wrong with him. We're looking into it. So, babe, I don't know what he's doing. Sam, he's beezing. That's what you bees. Excuse me. Sam, please. Sam, please, Sam. No. Okay, sorry about that. So there's this group of kids. I remember there being like a weird, tall, out-of-place teenager. Then all these little kids just snickering around, and they were pointing and laughing at me, and I heard them yelling. I can't even say it without laughing. Because I was all dressed in red. They were calling me, Sam! Stop beezing, Sam! That was random. They called me Clifford the Big... I can't. How do you say Clifford the Big Red Dog in French, babe? Probably doesn't know. Do you know what Clifford the Big Red Dog is in French? Le Gros Chien Rouge? You ever hear of him?
There's no gros chien.
Oui, oui. Well, maybe not where you grew up, but... you ever hear of Clifford the Big Red Dog? It's like a child's...
Never allowed to do dogs.
What? It's a children's book about a big dog, a red dog. Well, because I was wearing red, they called me Clifford the Big Red Dog, and they were taunting me the whole time I was taking the lesson. And I clung on to the one thing that the instructor said. That was basically do like a V to slow down. Straight to speed up, V to slow down. I don't remember what he said to stop, but I think you have to do this extremely or something. I don't know. Or on the side. I don't know. I went over it over and over, and I think he just gave up on me. I was really bad. I was going down like, so slow. And I'm like, can I just stay on the bunny hill? And he's like, no. But don't do... I think he named like 3 hills that were really for advanced skiers. Like Black Diamond or something. So I avoided the Black Diamond, but then I forgot what the other ones were. I had a crush on this guy. Like throughout all of elementary school. Well, he showed up in grade 6. So since then, or no, he showed up in grade 4. Yeah, grade 4. So since grade 4, you know, up until grade 8, I had a crush on this guy. And he was going on the chairlift. And he was nice to me. He was one of those, like, nice, popular guys, you know? You have the nice ones, you have the not nice ones. And he was like, hey, you know, do you want to come on the chairlift with me and go down this mountain? And I was like, yeah, you know, of course. I wanted to give it a try. I'd go anywhere with this guy. So, waiting for the chairlift. And I'm, like, so nervous. The chairlift comes, I sit on it. It's going up. And it was so high, and I was just, like, the cheese sticks. My tummy started rumbling. And I don't remember if he didn't tell us how to get off the chairlift, but have you ever tried getting off a chairlift? Have you ever went skiing? Have you ever gone skiing, babe? Have you ever gone skiing? What? What? No? That's very smart. So anyway, my stomach's hurting. I'm like, oh no. I'm gonna have to go to the bathroom. I'm in midair on a chairlift with my biggest crush. So finally gets to the end. He gets down, no problem. He's like a natural athlete, you know. Of course. I go to get off. I fall. I slid down because you have to basically ski off. So ski off. Whoa! Fall on my butt. I can't get up. When I fall when I have skis on, I can't get up. So somebody had getting off the ski lift, you know, stopped, helped me up. So I don't know. I was all lost, and I was worried I had to go to the bathroom, and I was like all frazzled. So right off the ski lift's here. There was a hill right there, and I could see the cabin looking down. And I thought, this hill has to be easy, right? Ah, woo. No, it was one of the tough ones. Like, oh no, and there were little trees along the side. So I'm like, I could do this. So I start going down, but because it was like one of the bigger hills, I don't know. I lost control somehow. I don't really remember. Maybe I was brave and attempted to, you know. I don't know where my crush went. I think he went somewhere else. I didn't know. When I fell, I lost track of him. So I end up just like out of control, and I'm like, I'm gonna fall. Whoa. Lights out. So I was just like out of control, and I'm like, I'm gonna fall. Maybe I will eat though. Sure enough, I end up falling somehow and sliding into a tree. I didn't really hurt myself. A couple of scrapes and bruises. And I couldn't get up. And my poles went flying when I fell. So I couldn't use my pole to take off my ski. I think that's what they taught us, if I'm not mistaken, right? You take the pole, you push down on the release. Oh, I better warn you. This is a gross part. So if you're grossed out easily. So I noticed when I was laying there, my bowels had a sweet release. I could feel it everywhere. You know, it was like some of it was in the snow, so I knew it was visible. I crapped my pants. And I had seeped through and come out the back of my pants. So I needed help. I was laying there crying. I was crying. I'm like, somebody help me, and people were just skiing by me. That's why you don't want to go. That's why you don't want to go skiing, is it, babe? Finally, my crush, this angel, he was with a guy, another really popular, really hot guy, and like from the 8th grade. And they stop. Like I could see them coming over to me, and they stop. And he's like, you know, the guy in the 8th grade was snowboarding, and they're like, Chantal, you know, he's like, Chantal, and I was, oh my god. You can imagine how embarrassed I was. I felt sick. I was just like, you know, and he was respectful, and he didn't really say anything about the bathroom situation, and, you know, they helped me down, and I was just like, oh my god. It was so embarrassing. It was so embarrassing. And I don't know, there's other school trips where I've had emergencies. It's like, I'm not school trip material. I'm not activities material. You know, made it to the cabin, and I just kind of slid down the hill, I think. I'm trying to remember. I think I just slid down, like on my ass. I don't remember really how I got down. I know I got down. I was so relieved to see the cabin. And went to the washroom, cleaned myself off as best as I could. I ended up taking my hoodie, tying it around my waist. I had a long sleeve shirt underneath. Thank goodness. So that was that. The kids, as I was coming down, were still yelling Clifford, and I was like, you want me to shove my pole up your ass? Anyways, so that was that. I'm full. Very filling. It was like a lot of bread. Shut up, carb haters. Thank you so much for listening to my gross story. But you know, he was really nice, and he didn't really say anything about it. You know, I think those other kids that were burping the alphabet, they probably wouldn't even help me, and they would have laughed, and I would have been made fun of for the whole school, you know. But he was like more mature, and I remember us being pretty good friends in grade 8. and hanging out, and man, kindness is very much appreciated.